Back on the Chamber report time now for our member profiles, a chance for you to find out who some of the many members of the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce are. Now, the state of Minnesota is not a member, and the Minnesota Department of Transportation is not a member, but I know that you all want to know an update on what's happening with that Highway 10 project in Anoka. And so I could not turn down the opportunity as construction of year one has wrapped up. So Kent Barnard from the Minnesota Department of Transportation is here with us. Kent, how are you?
Very good, very good. It was a good construction year for us.
You know what, and you and I have had a chance to talk from the very well before this thing started and all through it. And hats off, by the way, to you and the crew. You kept people informed and educated. I expect that at the Chamber office, anytime we have construction projects in the area, our phones light up because people are looking for answers, or maybe they have some frustration, but it's more they're looking for answers. And we just did not get hit like normal. And I think for a couple of reasons. Number one, everybody's been hearing about this Highway 10 project for a long time, and so they were ready for it. And number two, the state did an incredible job with the formation of a website specific to the job, to a hotline number, to an email, and so people got the answers that they wanted. So Kent, hey, for you and all your crew, congratulations and great job with that stuff.
Thank you. We also have our government delivery emails that we send out too.
Yes.
On a regular basis.
Yeah.
And I think that's done a great job getting people
Yeah,
up.
it has. And if you're a member of the Chamber, man, hey, they send to me, I send to you, and we try to keep people updated as much as we could as the information became available, and got really good feedback from the membership because, trust me, Kent sends, I send out. It was that simple. We wanted the membership to know what was going on. The other thing that the Chamber did is we started a special spot on the website for Highway 10 specials for businesses that were affected by this, and any business, whether you're in Ramsey, whether if you feel like the construction was affecting you, you can list a discount if you have, say, some Highway 10 construction specials. We created a special spot on the website for you, the public, to go to and take advantage of those specials. But most importantly, for the businesses to be able to list. And again, and I cannot stress this enough, you do not need to be a member of the Chamber for us to list. So if you'd like to, all you have to do is get a hold of me. You're going to email me what you want me to put up and how you want people to react to it that are interested, and I'll put it up. You can take it down at any time, change it at any time. Now, those are going to be in place for a while because we've got 2023 construction in Anoka, which will pretty much wrap it up, and we'll get into all this later. But then the 2 years after that, Ramsey and those two lights, and construction will continue there. So we're going to keep that site a part of our website, that piece, up for quite some time. All right, Kent, so year one is done. Let's kind of rewind 2022. Things started in, was it late March, early April?
Late March, yes.
Yeah. Give them a little update on kind of your mentalities about, number one, what the project year one looked like and how things went.
Well, this was actually two separate projects that mnDOT and the city of Anoka decided to operate as one project. The first one, that was the mnDOT part of it, was reconstruction of the Rum River Bridge, and then the work at Ferry Street, Highway 169, Highway 47.
Right.
And for the first year, we tore down and rebuilt the new westbound bridge over the Rum River, and we also did some work on 4th Avenue. We tore that bridge completely down. We tore the railroad bridge down, and then we put the trail, the Rum River Regional Trail that was on the railroad bridge, onto the new 4th Avenue bridge. And thankfully that opened in late November to traffic. We had a few people sneak across there beforehand. But
that's what you were telling me. Now, and I was not one of them. I love that bridge. I'm an old Anoka kid, so I use 4th all the time. So it was great to be able to drive over, but when you told me people don't do that, there is a reason why they've got it blocked, whether the concrete hasn't completely cured. Look, don't do that, okay?
It's just not real safe.
No, it's not real safe. So those were some biggies that were done in 2022, and you know, you had really, I think, pretty decent weather through the whole construction season.
Well, over on the Anoka kind of part of the project, which was basically West Main Street, the Parkway there, Greenhaven Parkway, and then Fair Oak and Thurston, we rebuilt Fair Oak, or actually Highway 10, excuse me, westbound, and then we at Fair Oak, and then we rebuilt Highway 10 eastbound at Thurston. Now, you'll have to get off on West Main Street or get off on Thurston to get around that.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, I dealt with it during construction. It's very doable. I thought it would be harder than it was, and it really wasn't. I was able to get to Culver's, and I was able to get to the businesses on that chunk of Highway 10 in Anoka, and it worked real well for me. And that whole back road area over by the Kentucky Fried Chicken side, all of that stuff is there. I will tell you, Dan Pineski owns Pineski Ski Shop, and when the roundabout opened under 10, when that was completed, he drove around it 6 times consecutively just to kind of celebrate. But it's great. I mean, I love the look of it. I love the feel of it. I saw it on video, but until you actually drive it, it's different. But boy, it works great. And then heading up, if you're a golfer, heading up to Greenhaven, you know, that whole area, it looks really great.
Yeah, that's a really nice set of roundabouts there,
Yeah,
too. Very
there's
nice.
no doubt. And I know some of you don't like roundabouts. Come on. Hey, if it's a 4-way stop, you're stopping. Roundabout, you don't have to as much. If I can figure it out, you can figure it out as well.
Roundabout's much safer, too.
Yeah.
Much safer.
I get it. I get it. So, you know, overall, really 22 in the project in year 1, you're happy, and the state is happy with how year 1 went?
Absolutely. We got everything accomplished that we planned to get accomplished this year, and knock on wood, and I'm guessing that next year is going to be just as successful.
Yeah, and so I know that you're going to come back in a near future show, and we're going to talk about the 23 project and what people can expect. Just quickly though, because I know somebody out there's asking the question, so when will construction for year 2 in 2023 start?
Well, we're just like farmers. We're kind of dependent on the weather, but we're really hoping that we can kick it off as early as possible in the spring, sometime around March. Maybe early April if we need to.
Great, it's okay. All right, so I feel bad that I'm leaving you on a cliffhanger here, you know, like with part 1, part 2. Part 1 is the construction that just occurred. Part 2, when we get Kent back, we will be dealing with what you can expect for the project coming up this year. And again, whether we'll make the decision as to when it starts, but let's face it, weather is going to break one way or the other, whether it's late March, whether it's sometime in April, but this project will get going. And think about it. Think about it. 1 more year, and the Anoka project part will basically be done. Yeah, there'll be some stuff in 24, some little finalized things, but the big stuff is going to be done. Then we head to Ramsey, and if you're a regular watcher of this show, you know what I've been saying. Short-term pain, long-term gain. Look, we, as a Chamber of Commerce, have been wanting to get rid of those lights in Anoka and Ramsey for as long as I've been around, and I've been around a long time at the Chamber. We need to have this done. And the money that the state of Minnesota, Anoka County, federal monies that come in to make this project happen, but the money being spent up here is big, and it's our turn. Think about it. You've been stuck in those lights. Well, those lights are going away. And when that is done, hey, look out. I see commercial growth. I see residential growth absolutely shooting up big time because we've eliminated these barriers that exist. And I'm so excited for this project. 1 of 2 in Anoka is done. And Kent, you'll come back. You promise?
I promise to be back in the spring.
Not going to leave him hanging.
Oh, absolutely not.
All right, he's coming back in the spring, and we will be talking about the project and what you can expect in year 2 of the Highway 10 construction project here in Anoka. Hey, Kent, thank you so much. Please pass along our thank you to you, your crew, and everybody else that was involved in helping all of us get updated as to what's going on in a great, timely fashion. We really appreciate it.
Certainly will. Thank you very much.
You bet. He is Kent Barnard. He is with the Minnesota Department of Transportation. We're taking a break. When we come back, we will continue with member profiles, and we'll do it right after this.
Excellent.
Nice.
That work?
Nicely done.
That work.